Happy rails to you. Welcome back, my friends. Happy rails to you. It's good to see you again. Thanks for watching my channel and the videos. Sometimes they go real fast and sometimes they're slow. Happy rails to you. Thanks for watching in. Hello everybody, welcome back. G-Man, My World 67. Well, I thought I'd give you an update since we finally got some real and live action going in the train room. Let you know how the train room remodel and enlargement is shaping up. As I said before, it was going to be gradual. I knew that. We had the hot weather and it's a little cooler today. And this is a progress of over the last 3-4 week period, as we've been able to work a couple of hours at a time or 1 day a week on it. So what you see is most things are moved or torn out, and we've already prepared our cuts. As you can see, there's right there in the wall, right there, and it goes up and it's got to be recut. Comes across down the other side, and we're going to take this whole section out. Sorry guys about the jerkiness with the cameras. I gotta kind of maneuver around in here now. But it's a mess. We've cut out this section, this corner right here, to widen our path through here. As you can see, there's been a cut there. And I've still got to take all these trains out of this bookcase, or this case down here underneath this midsection. So we still got to do that. The plan is that hopefully we'll be able to move most of this midsection whole by itself once we get it all cut out. Let's take a look at the back side where we were putting in the floor, and we've got to go back on the back side to finish our cutting. All right guys, so welcome back. Out here working on the layout. A never-ending story. And we'll do a little cutting here. I'm inside the shop area, and a little bit after I get all of this done, we're going to go out and I'm going to give you a review of the base floor of that back area, and finish cutting out there and let you see what we're doing and what's been done. Okay, here we go. What I'm doing is cutting out the rest of this front platform, cutting out around the centerpiece. This is going to be a little tricky because of the way it's assembled. So here we go. Now I've had to cut almost over into the lake area because I'm going to have to go ahead and take this centerpiece out. Originally, I wanted to save as much as this as I could in panels, and that was another reason why I started cutting it up in sections. But unfortunately, some of it will not be able to save like that. Only thing I can tell you is the guy that built this wasn't playing around. The problem we're going to have is now, even though this piece is cut, yeah, still not going to be loose. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's going to be okay. It's going to be all right. This is the section we're going to have a problem. That's cut through. Yep. All right. This one's kind of hard because of the angle and the direction I have to go. And I got this stuff down here. So let's try it. Oh. Well, I'm actually being held up by a section of the mountain. Okay. And now I don't know what's stopping me. Shouldn't be nothing there. Matter of fact, that is the perfect seam. right here where I was cutting, it was right in the seam where these two pieces were put together. And of course, all this board was laid with, or the majority of it was laid with screws. And we have all the screws covered with the brass mat, of course. So, oh man, here we go. It's hard for me to do it that direction. I have to follow this direction. Yeah, guys, that's why I don't try to record the whole thing. It's because I have to take a break every like 10 or 15 minutes if I'm doing anything that's kind of strenuous. It doesn't seem like running a power saw would be too strenuous. But trust me, there are times when your body knows the difference. Okay, so we started here the second time, and we need to come to here, just right in front of the camera. So we're going to reset the camera. We're going to come down and finish this, take this section out, and go from there. Hold on. Here we go. Well, lose my whole bar. This rascal. Oh my goodness. Look at that. enough under it. Right there. Huh. Well, it looked like it was damaged goods anyway, so. I'll bring you in for a close-up. All right, well, we just got that piece tore out. Here is the top of the bookcase that it went across, and you can see the bracing that I had made, and see the screws. And these screws make it near impossible to tear these things apart without destructing them, unless you take the screws out. There's the section we just took out. It's about a 4.5, 5 foot section. Okay, we'll change the angle of the camera a little bit once more. Now, those of you who haven't gone back and seen the original build on this layout, or if it's still up, and it should be, I know some of them, for some reason or another, got lost here a few years ago. We couldn't, went on, didn't see them, couldn't locate them. Nobody knows what happened to them. So we didn't get the whole rebuild of the total shop, which was actually just a shanty attached to the side of the house. And I had to go in and put walls in and insulate it. Later, 2 or 3 years later, we put in this other cement floor, which is what I was going to do in the back shop, but it was just, you can't get trucks to carry less than 3 yards of material. And it's very, very expensive. So it's cool and it's nice here today. It's really, it was cold, somewhat chilly this morning. And it's still kind of cool. As you can see, I got a jacket on and I got the fan on out here and now I'm sweating. So I'm probably going to have to turn this fan off and, or take my jacket off, one or the other. But this is where we're at, guys. As I was going to say, the section that we just tore that piece off that was connected to, that it was connected to, is actually a bookcase. That's about 6 foot long. And I think it was like 48 inches high or 54 inches high. I don't remember. Now, I've got one thing that's not detrimentary to resume the tearing down of this layout, but it's sticking up right here and it's bugging me. You probably can't see it. It's right here, or maybe you can. It's a screw that went in up through this shelf that I have my trains on. And guys, believe me, if I'd have had a better way to do this, than to tear this down around my trains, I would have, because of the dust and the wood and everything. And somebody suggested boxing them all up, and that's fine. And that was a good idea, and I really thought about doing that. But then I realized that wasn't going to work, because I don't have any place to put the boxes. And I'm going to show you here in a second. If I can ever get hold of this screw. That old screw's not wanting to come out. There we go. Even with the framing of this layout, some people just walking by. Like I said, it's a nice, cool day. It's nice. My kind of weather. Not too cold, not hot. This is a very long screw, guys. Bear with me. Got it. As I was saying, that was a good idea, and I had truly thought about going with that idea. But like I say, I realized I didn't have a place to put the boxes after I did that. Around my desk is crowded now, so there's definitely not any place for that around my desk. I've got one closet that's full, a couple of overheads that's full. And underneath these train tables is full, including this area that we're working on. And I'll give you a peep. You see down in there, excuse my mess. I cleaned those shelves off when my grandchildren were here and cleaned this up for me, because I would never get to those. Whatever was sitting on those, I'd never be able to reach these top ones. Right here, these. But as you can see, the bottom shelves have stuff on them. On this side, it has 3 sections. I have my spare transformers on that one, some of them, and then stuff down on the bottom 2. And there's stuff directly behind the suitcase, behind the bookshelf on the floor down there. So, yeah, not an alternative. And that's another reason why I needed the space, so that I can create more shelf space, so I can get up more trains, so that I can actually see them. So you see what I'm saying? I just don't have room to do that. And I plan to here somewhat probably after the first of the year now. Maybe before the first of the year, maybe before Christmas. I kind of doubt it. But go through some of these and let some more of this go, because I just don't have room for it. I'm going to put up more shelving. I'm going to try to get up as much of it as I can get out, because I want it all out so that I can see it. And I doubt I'm going to be able to get it all out. But I'm going to be making some plans to let some of this go. And I hope not to have to rebuild this layout again. Hopefully this will be the final rebuild of this layout. And hopefully I'll have enough room, because I don't think we're going to move anyways too soon, given the economy, given the situation. All the way around. I think I know that I'm definitely at the point where I just want to run my trains and enjoy my trains and work on them once in a while. I'm never going to stop working on trains. And until my hands don't work or my eyes can't see, or until the Lord calls me home. But I want to really operate them and run them, and it seems like it's been a long time since I've really had the time to enjoy my trains. And that's what this hobby was all about. Has been for years for me. Is enjoyment, pleasure, relaxation, getting away from things. A place that I could be, a secret place. I could go and talk to the Lord. A place where I could enjoy it with my train buddies, train friends, share it with my YouTube family. So, guys, if you didn't know what it was all about, that's what it's all about. It's about going a little further, doing a little better, and hopefully, in the end, coming out with a much better situation than we had before. All right, I'm going to finish some of this up, and then I'm going to take you to the backside and show you the work that we have already done, and the work that we're going to be doing. Some of the work, there's still some cutting to be done from that side. And once we get all the cutting done, then we'll put down that floor back there. All right. So give me a little bit to finish up on this side and move around, and I'll be back. Okay, guys, here we are in the back shop. Move this ladder out of my way. Okay. So as you can see, there once again is the floor after we first started on it, and it's been completed. We've got it tied in right there. I'm going to have to probably go ahead and put another spacer in. But there it is. And then here's the wall from the back side. Now we got it open. You can see into the train room from the back side. Go back to this side. Got this side partially open. As you can see, still got some things out here we need to get off of the shelf. Clean this all up. Get this floor down. I decided to go ahead and remove as much of this wall as I can before I put the floor down. Reason being that after I got in our base floor, as much as we could get it level, it still ended up being a little bit higher than our other floor now. So which is okay because I was going to seal it all in anyway. So we'll get that out, and then I can comfortably put down our floorboard and put a seal in on that outside where the wall was. All right, so I'm going to get back to work, and I'm not going to be able to do anything this weekend. So I'm going to get back to work now and finish this up on this end, see if I need to do anything on the other end, and quit for the evening. As we have movie night at the church tonight. And that's the night, once a month we show Christian movies at the church. We'll open up the fellowship hall and we invite people to come in. And hot dogs, popcorn, all kinds of treats. So we'll see you in the next excerpt or insert. All right, bye for now. Well, guys, after a challenging last 2 or 3 days and the last 3-4 weeks, this is the first compilation of videos after edited. This is what we have for now. This is going to be a 3, maybe a 4-part videography on the layout. So this is part 1. Hang in there. Part 2 is coming soon. All right. God bless. And remember, God is love, and Jesus Christ loves you. Until next time, this has been a Catzilla production. Bye for now. Happy Rails. Bye.